Hi everyone, this is V. Krishna Mohan, lecturer, Department of English, GDC, Kolhapur. Today, under the section of vocabulary, we are going to take up prefixes, suffixes and roots, and another vocabulary topic is homonyms, homophones, homographs. Now, let us take a prefix. Prefix is a word fragment which is added to a word before it. And by the title itself, we can understand pre means before, fix means join, prefix. So, fixing a word fragment before any word to form a new word is called prefix. For example, happy is there. The word happy. When happy is added with un, it becomes unhappy. So unhappy is a new word which is opposite to happy, and it is formed by adding a word fragment un to the word happy before it. In the same way, graph, the word graph is there. Graph is added auto. So a new word it becomes is autograph. Autograph is a new word. And in the same way, there is one more word fragment which is very famous and popular in English, and we frequently use that. It is dis. Dis plus appear. Appear takes dis before it, so that a new word is formed, disappear, and which is opposite to appear. In the same way, we have two more words that is over plus weight, overweight, and informal, in plus formal. So in these two words we say over is prefix and also in is also prefix. So we understand by these examples that un, over, in, dis and auto can be said as a prefixes to form new words by adding them to a word before it. Now we understand suffix. Suffix is also a word fragment added after a word. That means at the end of a word we add a word fragment to form a new word, and that added word fragment is called suffix. Let us understand better by taking some examples. For example, believe is a word and that is added with able. So the new word is believable. So believe, the word is added able at the end of to the word to form a new word believable. Here we say able is called suffix. And in the same way, happy, the word happy is there. It is added ly at the end of the word to form happily. In the same way, there are a few more examples. For example, post plus age, postage, and move plus ment, movement, tire plus some, tiresome. So in these examples, we can see some of the word fragments are added to the words at the end of them to form new words. So in the examples we see them able, ly, age, meant, and some. So we say suffixes are the word fragments added at the end of the words to form new words. Now let us move on to homographs. Homographs are the words that have the same spelling but different pronunciation and different meanings. See that? ఒకటే రకమైనటువంటి స్పెల్లింగ్ ఉంటుంది, కానీ ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్ వేరే ఉంటుంది, మీనింగ్ కూడా వేరే ఉంటుంది. దట్ మీన్స్ ద సేమ్ వర్డ్ ఈజ్ యూజ్డ్ in different meanings and with different pronunciation according to its usage. For example, I watched the match live. I live in Hyderabad. The word live has got the same spelling, but in the first sentence it is pronounced as live, and in the second sentence it is pronounced as live, because live is adjective there and live is a verb. So when a word is used in different parts of a speech, so according to that its pronunciation depends. Okay, in the second example we will observe the wind is strong tonight. The wind is strong tonight. The same word in the second sentence is used as I forgot to wind my watch. Wind అంటే వాచ్కి కీ ఇవ్వటం అన్నట్టు. So wind used as a verb, wind is used as noun. So these are called homographs. And now let us move on to another word category, that is homophones, which is frequently used in language. Homophones are the words that have the same pronunciation but different spellings and different meanings. Same pronunciation, but spelling is different and meaning also different. For example, we take KNOW no and NO no. KNOW is pronounced as no. NO, the word NO is also pronounced as no. But no, KNOW is a verb and NO no is a negative meaning word. See, in the first example, the sun rises in the east. His son is a famous doctor in Hyderabad. SUN sun is called, and that emits light and even warmth. In the second sentence, SON sun is sibling. So these two are different words with the same pronunciation. In the same way, the second sentence, RODE, rode. She rode her bike very fast. In the second example, we see that she rode her bike very fast. Here RODE is pronounced as road. In the second example, this road leads to Kamareddy. Here ROAD is also pronounced as RODE. So the two words are pronounced like same, but they are used in different meanings, different contexts. Again, now let us move on to the another section of vocabulary. Under that we take up homonyms. Homonyms are the words that have the same spelling and the same pronunciation but different meanings. చాలా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అయినటువంటి హోమోనిమ్స్ అని అంటే ఒకటే రకమైనటువంటి స్పెల్లింగ్ ఉంటుంది, ఒకటే రకమైనటువంటి ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్ కూడా ఉంటుంది, బట్ డిఫరెంట్ మీనింగ్స్ ఉంటుంది. టు సే క్లియర్లీ, one word having two meanings, and the two meanings are used in different contexts. That is called homonym. For example, we can take, you must not always bank on him. In this sentence, bank is underlined. Bank is the word which gives the meaning to rely on, or to take support, or to depend on. In the second sentence, I sat on the bank and watched boats sail by. Bank is the word used here in the another context, another meaning. Here bank refers to the seashore or riverside. And in the third sentence, we can see, she withdrew money from the bank. Here also the word bank is used in another meaning. So bank here refers to the place where money transactions are done. So in this way, in these three sentences, only one word is used in different meanings, different contexts. ఒక దాంట్లో బ్యాంక్ అంటేనేమో డిపెండ్ కావడం అని, ఇంకో సెంటెన్స్లో బ్యాంక్ అంటేనేమో సముద్రపు ఒడ్డు అని, మూడవ సెంటెన్స్లో బ్యాంక్ అంటేనేమో నగదు లావాదేవీలు జరిగేటువంటి ప్రదేశాన్ని మనం బ్యాంకుగా చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. సో ద సింగిల్ వర్డ్ ఈజ్ యూస్డ్ ఇన్ డిఫరెంట్ కాంటెక్ట్స్. ద సేమ్ స్పెల్లింగ్, సేమ్ ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్, బట్ డిఫరెంట్ మీనింగ్స్. Let us better understand in the second example. You see that I brought a suit against him. I brought a suit against him. Here suit is some legal act. Suit refers to legal act. In the second sentence, it suit my needs. Here suit refers to what is it called? Adjustable or acceptable is the meaning for the suit in the second sentence. And in the third sentence, I wear my best suit. I wear my best suit. So here suit refers to clothing, garments. So the same word that is used in different meanings, different contexts. So these are called homonyms. Root is a simple form of word which is added without a prefix and without a suffix. అంటే సఫిక్స్ కానీ ప్రిఫిక్స్ కానీ వర్డ్కి లేకుండగా ఓన్లీ ఒక సింపుల్ ఫామ్ ఉండటాన్ని మనము రూట్ అని అంటాం. రూట్ అని అంటే కూడా చాలా ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి మొదటి భాగము అని చెప్పవచ్చు. అంటే వర్డ్స్ ఫామ్ కావడంలో సింపుల్ ఫామ్స్లో ఉండేటువంటి వర్డ్స్ అన్నిటినీ రూట్స్ అని అంటారు. ఇన్ ద సేమ్ వే లెట్ us అబ్జర్వ్ సమ్ మోర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ గివెన్ హియర్. డిస్రెస్పెక్ట్ఫుల్ అనేటువంటి దీంట్లో రెస్పెక్ట్ అనేటువంటిది రూట్ వర్డ్గా ఉంది. రెస్పెక్ట్ అనేటువంటి పదానికి ముందు డిస్ అనేటువంటి ప్రిఫిక్స్ని యాడ్ చేయడం వల్ల డిస్రెస్పెక్ట్ అయింది. ఆ రెస్పెక్ట్ అనేటువంటి పదానికి చివర్లో ఎఫ్యుఎల్ అనే సఫిక్స్ని యాడ్ చేయడం వల్ల డిస్రెస్పెక్ట్ఫుల్ అనేటువంటిది కొత్త పదంగా ఫామ్ అయింది. అట్లాగే ఓవర్లుకింగ్ అనేటువంటి పదం. ఇన్ దిస్ వర్డ్ వి సీ లుక్ ఈజ్ a root word. Look is common to form overlook and overlooking by adding over as a prefix and ing as a suffix. And the another one, capitalization. In this, capitalize is the root word for which dion is added prefix at the end of the word. And removed is there. In this word we see move as a root word. Re is a prefix and ed is suffix. At the collect is there. Collect plus ive is collective. Ive is called suffix. In this way To form words under vocabulary section, we will have these three important forms. One is a root, that is a main word, simple form of word, to get new words by adding prefixes and suffixes.
Let us see the list of some of the word roots which have been taken from Greek, and some are from even Latin, because most of the English words are from Greek and Latin. See, the list rolls up and find that Greek root is given, its meaning is there. Let us try this worksheet for our better understanding about prefixes and suffixes. See, the first one is given, don't be dash, in the brackets, child plus a suffix. So you should add a suffix to the child to form the meaningful word that is best suits in the blank. So child, ISH, childish. Don't be childish. That means don't be silly. And the second one, he dash his strength. Prefix plus estimate. See, prefix he asked. Here we have choice for two types of prefixes. So two prefixes can be added to the estimate. Still we get meaning. He overestimates his strength. Otherwise, he underestimates his strength. Under is a prefix, over is also a prefix. In third one, our on the hockey dash, champion plus suffix, championship. Likewise, you can try the other examples, and I close this with one more, the last one. You need a dash of hard and determination to succeed. You need a dash of hard work and determination to succeed. So combine is the word given, root word given, and adding a suffix, we can make it, we can fill up the blank, that is combination. TION is the suffix. Here we have to add to get meaningful word. So with that you can try for the remaining all the questions.
I'm going to give you for some useful homophones list, and which is at the elementary level for your better understanding and practice. See this list and try to follow them, observe them. Thank you.